Hi everyone. This video is going to be quite short, but funnily enough, we're going to be going pretty deep with the symbolism in this video. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright then. So first of all, let's take a look at the precipitation, which is basically the rain, and it says 10%. Now, this has got to do with the floods coming that is mentioned in Revelation 12 of the Bible. It's also got to do with the flood in Noah's Ark as well. See right here, the flood and the water, just like you have rain. So, basically, right, you can see it's mostly fours here, can't you? And that basically means the fourth age of the Bible that we're in at the moment. And basically, right, it says here, Atlanta boy 3 beaten to death over a cupcake. Now, I think that's really weird that that's showing up just when I'm typing into Google weather tomorrow. I mean, what has that got to do with it? I'll tell you what it's got to do with it. Revelation 12 links these two things together. The flood, the water, the rain, with this bit at the top that says, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. So you see how that story there represents just like for to devour her child as soon as it was born. So, and to complete the symbolism, there's the 4 for the fourth age. See? Perfect. Just like those 4s at the top there. See? And we've got to get to the 6th age, which is Jesus' golden age. Thank you very much, everybody. The 14 for the 4th age, the 15 for the 5th age, and then the 16 for the 6th age. The 15 is for the 5th angel, which is basically Satan. So that is like for when he has his time on the earth. Like before Jesus gets rid of him and puts him back in his pit. So, yeah. I mean, that 13 there, that's for Revelation 30. Because these beasts are related to this dragon. Right? The precipitation for the rain. And then, remember, the water and the flood for the rain as well. Like, even the river was quite high up in my local town yesterday. So that could be to do with it as well. Right here, it mentions man-child, and that is basically Jesus. Like, obviously, like, Jesus was a baby when he was first born, just like everybody is. But, basically, where it mentions this boy here, obviously this boy is a child because he's only 3 years old. So, basically, like, you see how this story here represents taking out Jesus, basically. Because, like, they took out the man-child. Just like in your Last Jedi movie where Luke Skywalker was taken out. Because Luke Skywalker represents Jesus. Just like in your Batman v Superman movie, where Superman was taken out because he represents Jesus as well. When Luke and Superman died, that represented the crucifixion of Christ. So when Superman came back in Justice League, that represents when Jesus rises again. So, my theory is that Luke is going to come back as a Force ghost in Star Wars Episode 9, and that will represent Jesus rising again as well. Um, if it doesn't happen in Episode 9, I'm sure it will happen in a future Star Wars movie. Like, even if Mark Hamill passes away, God forbid, they could still potentially bring him back with CGI, but would they though, out of respect? Like, yeah.